just have you pretty much stay in this area. There's a limited amount of space that you guys will fit with the cameras. You know you're extremely in good shape and skinny. You're fixed in this area,
Sure.
okay? So you'll be a little bit closer together, and Brittany will have you walk into music.
Okay.
Okay.
So go back out.
Wait, should we practice the kiss?
Okay, I'll catch that later.
I think that's appropriate for New Year's Eve. I think that's appropriate.
At a minimum, that's what we're going to do.
All right.
All right.
I'll be closing my eyes.
So, wait, you're going to tell me when to walk in?
Yeah, I'm going to play some music actually, and you'll recognize it, okay? So.
Is it Baby Got Back?
Only if you request that. Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. Let's see if we make it through this one here. Okay.
I hope so. If you guys would get somewhat in the same neighborhood, get a little bit closer together there. And Jonathan, I'm actually going to have you take Brittany by the hand, okay? And if I could just have your attention this way for a little bit. So just turn and face me, okay? First of all, I just want to say that it's quite fun to have you in the chapel on New Year's Eve. This is kind of a nice way to end up things today. Join hands, guys, okay? You're getting married. We also want to welcome everybody that's watching this evening. I know that you have a ton of family and friends online. I think that says quite a bit about your family and friends, that you have people that really care about you. So, when people come to Las Vegas, I think especially on New Year's Eve, they're not quite sure what to expect of a Las Vegas wedding, I think because of movies and TV, okay? But I still think that on your wedding day, it's still a serious and most important moment. In that respect, I would just like to repeat a few words that were actually spoken to my wife and I when we got married, okay? And they've always helped on those days that maybe we've said the wrong thing to each other. So I hope they'll be useful to you both, okay? The idea is that, in general, that people use the words commitment and promise fairly interchangeably these days. And they're really not the same word or mean the same thing. People promise to call us. Maybe, Jonathan, you have a friend. They'll say, Jonathan, I'm going to call you right away. And then they end up not calling, okay? Brittany, possibly you have family and friends that ask you to write postcards while you're here in Las Vegas. But you're in Las Vegas. You guys are obviously having fun, okay? And sometimes we forget to write all those postcards. But those are promises, and they're not commitments. And I think a lot of times in marriage, a commitment is really doing something that you don't want to do, okay? Or maybe going someplace that you're not that interested to go, okay? So, my point is, I like to give a quick example. My wife, she loves to go see romantic comedy movies. I always say that before marriage that I'd probably never been to one ever, okay? But she likes to go, okay? And when she asks me to go, I make a point. I don't make a face. I don't roll my eyes, okay? And I don't make that sound like it's the most tiring thing I could possibly ever do in this lifetime, okay? Now, I do that out of respect and commitment for her. And also, I think the more of those kindnesses that we keep with one another on a daily basis, when we are upset with one another, we remember when we're in the other room and we're not talking to one another, how much our loved one means to us, how much our spouse means to us. And I think that's important to come back to a much more positive place. We want you to have a very happy life together, okay? One that's exciting. I think at the end of our lives, that's all we're really going to look back on and take into consideration as being valuable into our lives. So, in that respect, I'd like you to turn and face one another, please, joining both hands. Okay. And Jonathan, I'm going to have you repeat the matrimonial vows first to Brittany, okay? He's going to cry.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
That's okay.
So, looking into one another's eyes, we'll begin by repeating, I, Jonathan,
I, Jonathan,
take you, Brittany,
take you, Brittany,
to be my wedded wife,
to be my wedded wife,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
better or for worse,
for richer and for poor,
for richer or poor,
to love
to love
and to cherish,
and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Okay. I've got a box of tissue here if you need it, okay? You're doing good so far, though. Brittany, if I could have you repeat those same vows, we'll begin by repeating, I, Brittany,
I, Brittany,
take you, Jonathan,
take you, Jonathan,
to be my wedded husband,
to be my wedded husband,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
better for worse,
for richer and for poor,
for richer and for poor,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
All right. Jonathan, Brittany, those who now have joined together, let no man put asunder, for as much as you have consented together in your marriage vows and witness the same, thereto have given and pledged your love each unto the other. And now pronounce your husband and wife. And Jonathan, you may now kiss your beautiful bride. Jonathan, your last name, can I take a stab at your last name? Thisenga?
Thiesinga.
Thisenga, okay. And Brittany, your last name is pronounced?
Griffith,
Thisenga.
be singer.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have you take your wife by the arm. Okay. Turn around and face your family and friends. Is there
Hi,
anything?
family and friends, thanks for joining us.
All right. I'd like to introduce on New Year's Eve Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Thisenga. Okay. Okay, guys, walk to the end of the aisle, okay, after that.
No, you're not going any place.
Oh, the doors are locked, sorry, guys.